Hi everybody, Talofalogo. My name is Neil Veavea from U.T.O.P.I.A San Francisco. Today we're going to make chicken pot pie, or some people think of it as an empanada. This is going to be a curry filled with brie cheese, spinach, mushroom, and chicken. So before we start that and adding the filling, we're going to make the dough. So step on over here and we'll start that process. All right, let's go. Make sure your hands are clean. We've already added the salt in this bowl. I'm tripling the amount for the dough. So we have the flour in here, and we're gonna add in some cold butter. These are 3 cubes of butter, and we're just gonna add that in there. And then you could use something to, I forget what it's called, but I always use my hands. I think the hands are the best way to go. You can get a feel for everything, and you can kind of tell when you can add the rest of your ingredients. Right now, with the warmth of my hand, it is breaking up the butter and it's incorporating it into the flour. And what you want to do is to make sure you have small pebble-sized butter that is left in the flour. And what that does, it kind of creates a flaky air pocket for your empanadas or your pie crust. And this is such a simple recipe, very easy to do. And when people come over and you're just rushed to either make something, I don't really like to go out and buy things. I'd rather do homemade goods like scones or bangi popo or just a whole bunch of kind of things. So make sure this is well incorporated. And then on the side here, I have some ice water. And with that ice water, it's 1 cup of ice water to 3 tablespoons of distilled vinegar. All right, so that's almost the consistency you want. And just make sure that it's all incorporated at one time. And as you're putting the flour in with the butter, it will automatically kind of melt itself into the mixture. All right, so then you're going to create a well, and in that well you're going to add the 3 eggs, which we have right here. And with those 3 eggs, we're going to start incorporating that with your hands. And then you want to add the ice water a little bit at a time with the vinegar. You could use one hand or you can do both, but I like to leave the other hand free in case I need to grab something like the water. All right, so as that's going in, you can add in more water, ice water. And make sure you mix that in really well, because what we're gonna do after that is we're gonna form a ball into this bowl. And then we're gonna wrap that ball and put it in the refrigerator for an hour. There we go, it's almost all incorporated. You don't wanna knead it too much. And we're almost there. Now you can add your other hand in there because you got to gather up all that flour. Gonna get that off your hand. We still have a little bit more ice water and distilled vinegar in our cup. And add that to the sides. Make sure you incorporate everything. And it's okay if you have little bits of flour and butter on the side because that will all get incorporated. Okay, so we're almost there. Let's add the rest of the water in here. And if it gets too gooey, you can have some flour on the side, which I have right over here. Sprinkle it on there. And there we go. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it into a little ball. You could either use the surface, but I prefer to use my large bowl here. Let's clean up our hands. Put the remainder on top. And we're done. This goes into the refrigerator wrapped. So let's get the wrapping plastic. And put it in the refrigerator for 1 hour. come back, we'll roll it out, and we'll start with the process of putting the curry into the dough. All right, so there you go. Let's wrap it up and we'll be back in an hour or in 30 seconds, and you will see how we start rolling that. Wrap it, grab it. Another piece. And roll it around, grab it. There you go. And like I said, if there are little pieces that are left over, it's fine. This will all get incorporated once we put it into the refrigerator. There you go. Okay, we've got our dough all ready. Let's unwrap it. It's been in the refrigerator now for about an hour. It's nice and cold. We cleaned off our surface space here. We're gonna flour the surface space. Generally speaking, it should be very clean. All right, here we go. I'm gonna cut it in half or in pieces. Put that to the side. Put some flour down. Flour is on your hand. And also on your rolling pin. And you want to roll it out. You just roll that out to whatever thickness you want. And then you can use whatever you have to make circles. And they'll usually come out looking like that. Sometimes I will double them up since my working space is not that wide. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll make one for time's sake. You can do two here. Put this to the side. Here I already have our mixture of chicken curry, which is kind of thick. So the consistency should be thick because you want to put a tablespoon in the center of your dough. Now sometimes I'll take two. And just put them together like that. And then we'll want to place a tablespoon in the middle. And add a little more. Brie cheese right in the center there. And then close it up. Make a little circle around there, and it's okay if some of it comes out, because what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to fill it over all the way around. And we'll make several of these. And as you close it up, and we'll use a egg yolk egg wash. All right, so the last process is the egg wash that we're gonna put on top. So these look really kind of rustic because I kind of threw them together, but they taste good. So we're just gonna have a simple egg wash. We're gonna put that on, and we're gonna bake these at 400 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes, and we'll bring them out of the oven, and they'll be fabulous. But these are really a great way to use leftovers as well. I've done leftovers where I've incorporated them into a mixture of any kind, really. And then all you need is to thicken it up is maybe a little cornstarch for the insides. But this right here is going into the oven, and when we come back, we'll show you how beautiful they are. And we'll serve them up with some sauces. So that's it, folks. So here we are. This is the final. And you can use it with your favorite dipping sauce. Let's take a try here. Nice and flaky. Cheese, the brie. Thank you, U.T.O.P.I.A Seattle. Have a great fundraiser. From U.T.O.P.I.A San Francisco, we send you our love. This might be the next thing. Meals meet pies. Enjoy your evening, and I'll see you all soon. Good.